Hi, welcome back to the Roundtable. I'm your host, Steven, and this is my partner,
Gio.
Back at the movies, and today we went to go see... Finally, The Rock has come back to the DC Extended Universe as Black Adam. Can you smell what The Rock is?
Okay! And it's Lebanese food or whatever country it was from, Kanta, whatever.
Hawaii, he's from Hawaii.
No, but what do you
Oh, in the
present as
movie,
Black
yes,
Adam?
okay, yes. But that
That's
fictional land that he was
Yes.
from. You want to go first, my friend?
No, go.
Oh, damn it. Okay. I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Visually well done. There are... Some of the dialogue is a little cheesy, in my opinion. The boy... I forgot the boy's name in the movie now. That's kind of brings Black Adam to be a hero.
The Modern Time Boy.
The Modern Time Boy. I forgot his name. My apologies. I didn't buy him as a character. I wasn't... I didn't care about him at all. The boy that plays his son... was
of the
past in his former life worked well. I thought
That's spoiler alert. Hope you know that.
Everybody knows everything now. And speaking of spoilers, okay, the movie is okay. It's probably one of the better DC movies, but what competition did they have? The Rock is great. Pierce Brosnan is great. The guy who plays Hawkman is great. Overall, it's a good DC movie. Probably maybe one of the better ones, I guess. One of the more entertaining. But it is a comic book, lighthearted. But there is killing. The Rock actually kills, or Black Adam kills. My only gripe is that they released the idea of who's coming in at the end of the movie.
Don't ruin it.
Someone comes in at the end, a big DC character. Most people know who it is. If you haven't been living under a rock the last week, you know who it is. That they released that information.
Wait, under the rock. No pun intended.
Didn't even think of that one. That was good. Good catch. They released information of the ending of the post-credit scenes. You had this epic event happening. And you F that up by letting everybody know about it. They should have waited until after the weekend and let the word of mouth get out. And that would have made this thing so much better. Because everybody was in the theater and they go, we're going to wait for this part now. And we know it's that. And you know what? That should have been a great surprise. And they really dropped the ball on that. And that's the only thing that really... nitpick about is that the spoiler at the end was given away way too soon. That should have been not given to us and would have been a great fan service to any DC fans. Other than that, it's an entertaining movie. It's not the best superhero of the movie. You can't compare this to Winter Soldier or something, which blew my mind. This is just lighthearted comic book entertainment.
Now, here's the thing I would say. The credit at the end. Mm-hmm. When you actually seen it, was it better than you thought it would be or less? The appearance of the other person.
I was still happy, but I think you would have seen me maybe virtually almost cry. And
that's why I'm happy that you knew about it.
Because I would have held you in my arms and just say, hold me.
And I don't blame him.
I'd say, make me feel better. I can't get any better, but
But here's the thing. Here's my opinion. Okay, back to your Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier is any movie after one is better because there's less of an origin to talk about. So there's more action, more dialogue, more everything, this and that.
No,
so
but...
Look, if you think of Captain America #1.
Right.
It's slow. It was good because how they made all the Captain America's costumes and everything. But all the ones, most often, except V for Vendetta, the best of the best. Okay? They have to make a dialogue, how he became what he became, this and that. Now it's my turn now, Black Adam, okay? I enjoyed it a lot. I mean, because maybe I went there with very negative vibe. Because everybody's saying, it's not that great, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of stories that doesn't mix together. It doesn't make sense. It is, like you could say, it's like a comic book. Point finale, but a very well-written comic book kind of sense. Is it the best of the best? No, but it's one of the best of the DC so far. I find it was even better than the Justice League. The Justice League to me didn't make sense and everything. And I recall, there's a lot of twists and turns in there that you think it's obvious, and then you get a twist. one of the spoiler alert he did, okay? Which I'm not going to say nothing, okay?
Twist, right?
And this one I did on the internet. There's a small appearance of one of the main actor, and his name is Louis Latufu, whatever his name is. I'll even show who this guy is right here. Latufu. There it is. Well, I don't know. Anyways.
No, we're not drunk by the high. Hard to believe. Okay.
But he does an appearance. I'm gonna tell it. I'm gonna ask what. All you gotta know is he's bald. Okay. I love him because he was so, you know,
The Rock is bald.
Yeah, but this guy, his appearance.
Everybody was bald.
Me included. There you go. But anyways, there's a lot of twists and turns in that movie. I liked it. It was entertaining. I got my money's worth. The action was very well done. The friction between Hawkman and Atom Smasher, we gotta talk. We gotta talk later. At first, the dialogue certain thing, they made it more light. Because what happens? Everybody's talking about Guardian of the Galaxy because my girlfriend loved it or my friend loved it because it was funny. So they're trying to make it more comedy-ish. Okay? So, but it kind of works. But here's the thing that I don't like. There's one little thing. The ending, I liked it because I knew, because we've been hearing so much about the ending of this person, that person, and I go, is it true? Is it crap or whatever, this and that? So I'm gonna go with the flow. Here's one thing that bothered me in this movie, and like in TV series. I'm gonna mention 2 TV series, and I can't find sense in this. Okay, there's one it's called La Brie. Okay, so it's a part of a hole that opens in the earth on TV. And they go into this hole because people got sucked in accidentally in there. And what happens, they go back in the Ice Age time. And there's tribal tribes and all that, 2 different tribes. They speak better English. Okay, everybody speaks better English than me. But they speak amazing English. How is that possible? You know? And then then you have the quantum leap. They go in the past. A city, and he goes, this city doesn't exist. No, it doesn't. Well, I want to make it exist. And it exists, right? But nothing happens in the future. So to me, it's like, it doesn't make sense. Now, what about Black Adam is this? When he started, I loved him because he spoke his language of the time. Then he's knocked out or whatever happens. He wakes up and he's speaking English. How is that possible? See, what they should have done is this. They should have a laptop right next to the bed that he was conked out completely. And then you see electrical vibes that goes through the internet. And you see that the front page of the laptop changes. Because since he's one of probably one of the gods of the Greeks or the Egyptian, was one of wisdom, that one of his powers was able to absorb all the history, all the languages of the world, and that's why he speaks very good English. No, but don't tell me, in that time, English didn't exist. So that's what bothered me. It's like, oh my God, how can they do a mistake like that? You know?
True.
Because he just spoke perfect English. It's like, really, seriously. And then he sees the world changes. Like, normally I'll be like, oh my God, I'll be panicking, I'll be pulling a tantrum and everything. Or like just rush out of there, go to the mountains, like, where did I get myself into, this and this? Because you think of it, he was 2000 BC. And all of a sudden he had these buildings, flying things, and it's like, it's okay. That's what bothered me. It's like, they should have found a way that since he has the power of the gods, and the person, you probably speak English, right? Goes, excuse me, how the heck you speak English fluid like that when your time English didn't exist? Because one of the Egyptian power gods I have in there is wisdom. He was able to go into the laptop, your so-called laptop, which I know what it is, and I got all the information. I uploaded all the information of the modern world, so that's why I'm accustomed to it. Then 2, the stupid thing I find stupid, he's always going through walls. You know, except using the door or the windows. It's like, come on. It's, like, there's a certain point, it's like, enough is enough. You know, you're doing a favor. You know it's not polite to rip a person's wall who just saved you. So those are things kind of like, they're trying to say how powerful he is. You see him how powerful he is. And you see what Superman would be if he was a badass. It's like, because he is almost like the Punisher and Superman mixed together. So overall, you get your money's worth, you know? And maybe I enjoyed it a lot because I had too much negative vibes of Rotten Tomatoes and this and that. And for the first appearance of Black Adam, which I mean, I read him when he appears in certain comic books, but I never bought a title over him because to me it's like, oh my god, another one like Shazam, another one like Superman or Supergirl or Superwoman, super this. It's like you crappy do, you know? I enjoyed it because, as you said, a lot of people never seen the real appearance of Black Adam like this. And then they put other people like Adam Smasher. He's not the most popular superhero in the comic book. Vertigo. Dr. Fate, right? He's popular, but he's not that popular. He's not even close to being the Doctor Strange kind of level of popularity. So these are almost, and Hawkman, he was popular in 20, 30 years ago. Lately, it's like the Hawk Woman is more popular than he is, kind of sense. So all of a sudden, these people come out of nowhere, and and it's a bunch of B-listers. That works. There's a couple little things, as Steven is right, the dialogues, and the little kid loves him too much, too fast. But then again, he's a superhero fanatic. He's willing to risk his life to cross the border to buy comic books and get beaten up in the borderline for the comic books. And it's not my stomach, it's Steven's cat, okay? And so for him, the comic world is, like most of us, like even me included, it's an escape. And that's what he is. And being that he's a young kid, he's so naive, he doesn't know what danger is, or he lives by danger so many years because there's been intergang is in there, that it became a part of his life. He's like, I'd rather express my feelings than die, than do nothing and die like a useless person. So but at the same time he's too reckless. You know, like go see Shazam. Yeah, but people could shoot you. He's too much like as if he's bulletproof or something. That's what you're right. It's like he was too careless as a person. Yeah, but overall, when Black Adam gets sarcastic, he gets to understand what sarcasm is and everything. I find for me, it's a worthy movie to go see. I mean, the visual and everything. But I said the problem with me was how he spoke so well fluent English in one shot that I was annoyed because he spoke better than I did at that moment. So, and I couldn't even speak Egyptian also still. Damn. That's it. To me, it's like, it's a go. It's worth it going to see a movie.
I think if your expectations are reasonable, it's a fun ride. You're entertained. Bottom line, you're not going to get the message of the what is the meaning of life, but you're entertained, and I think that's all we can ask for. And The Rock has good presence as Black Adam. Everybody was good, of course. I'm a sucker for Pierce Brosnan. He can do no wrong. So him as Dr. Fate was a bonus, and of course, I'm still a little ticked off of the ending. How we are supposed to. We shouldn't have known about it, and that's what I'm sticking to.
See, and you've known about it so well. I heard about it, and I go there. Is it all hype to motivate people, or it's just the truth, or not? Because you're all here about all these DC characters. Which one's like Snyder, Justice League? No, yes, no. Is Aquaman? Who's going to be the new Flash if he's going to come back? So you don't know where's that. Are they creating free press or is it true facts? I mean, I went there. Like, I'm going to go with the flow. I heard bad things and good things at the same time, but I didn't hear any excellent things. So for me, example, it's not, like as I said, it's not a 5-star on 5. 3.5, 4, no problem. I mean, so far it's better than a lot of DC movies and a couple of Marvel also, like Black Widow. Oh my god!
Or Ghost Rider,
Oh my god, that's the worst of the worst.
If you got through Ghost Rider, this is a walk in the park. So.
Yeah. So to me, look. Okay, for me, a regular price, worth it. IMAX. We went to see IMAX.
IMAX, yeah. Go see it IMAX. The visuals are great.
Yes.
I'm not sure I would go for full price. I'm going to say cheapy night for me. I don't think it's the best comic book. And plus, sometimes I just don't want to smell what The Rock is cooking. That's it.
Yeah, but when he's cooking, all the women are there from the WWE.
Then I like what he's cooking. Then okay, all right.
Or WWE, really, to be precise.
Exactly. So that's our take on Black Adam. I'm going to say cheapy night. He's going to say.
Well, if you're a real comic book fanatic, go whenever you want to go for it. And if you can go, go with your pocket. Born for now. It's worth going to see the theater.
Yeah.
From a cheapo night to full price because your girlfriend, your partner, your friends, they want to go. You know, the worst you can go. It's not bad, but it's $2-3 more than it's supposed to be. That's the lowest you think negative about it. But cheapo night, it's a no brainer. It's amazing for a cheapo night. Okay, so
we have the review from our cat as well. He thought it was real good.
4 paws. She gives
paws,
it.
Yeah. So that's us from the Roundtable.
Gio,
Steven, signing off.
take care.